one. It's already November 24, and we will now be going into our lesson division of algebraic expressions. So, and prior na to ng mga lessons, an addition, yan, and multiplication, medyo masayon manggula talaga to. So, matuwaray na kita mag loss on exponents nga and multiplication, waray na kita at magklase. Pero ininhiya, bangin iton iba medyo Koreanhinin, so that's why we will need to have an online lesson. So let me start my presentation. So let's say may nakita 15x squared y divided by 3x. So in here na algebraic expression, we are just going to use the loss on exponent. So i-divide natin ang mga constants. So 15 divided by 3, so we get 5. Tapos x squared divided by x, so that will be x to the power 2 minus 1. So that will be x to the power 1 or simply x. Tapos si y, waray pa di, so we just write y. So that was what we did with the loss on exponents. Pero magiging medyo challenging here if ever what we are going to do now is to divide a polynomial by, let's type a polynomial divided by a monomial. So let's say, so 4x squared minus 6x divided by 2x. So what we do here is we will be separating each of the terms. We will be separating each of the terms into single na mga terms para we can apply the loss on exponents. So inin hiya, igbubulag naton, tapos inin liot hiya, igbubulag naton. So essentially, what we will be getting is 4x squared over 2x minus 6x over 2x. So an aton operation nga di, since this is a minus, so minus yapit aton operation nga di. And then, so for each term, we will now be able to apply the law on exponents. So on 4x squared, so 4x squared over 2x, so 4 divided by 2, so that's 2x squared divided by x, so that is x. That's minus 6x, 6 divided by 2, so that is 3, and then x divided by x, then that is 1, or simply 3 times 1, so we just get 3. So amit aton bubuhaton if we are we have a polynomial divided by a monomial. Let's have another example. So again, pag bubulag-bulagon tayo din hera, so we will have 6x squared y squared all over 2y squared plus 8xy cubed all over 2y squared minus 5y squared all over 2y squared. Okay, so let me continue. So we have 6x squared y squared divided by 2y squared. So 6 divided by 2, so we get 3. The x squared waray pa dis, so isusurat talaga 3x squared. Y squared divided by y squared, that is equal to 1. So dirit na nalit yung isusurat. And then plus 8xy cubed divided by 2y squared. So 8 divided by 2, so that is 4. X, again, waray pa dis, so just copy x. Y cubed over y squared, so that is y. Then minus 5 over 2, di rin nato yung masisimplify, so we will write it as a fraction. 5 over 2. Y squared divided by y squared, that's equal to 1, so di rin na isusurat. So again, what we will have here is 3x squared plus 4xy minus 5 over 2. So this is the final answer. Let's have another, let's go on now. Nga di kita iton medyo makuri, what if we are going to divide a polynomial by a, we will just have a binomial first. So what if we have, so to 6x squared minus 7x minus 5, and then this whole thing is divided by 2x plus 1. By the way, kung may ka mo question, just go ahead and ask 2x plus 1. Okay. So, ilat bubuhaton yun hiya is bagabagahan division atong ginbubuhat nga dahiton arithmetic. So maghihimo kitahan baga nasugad ang division naton. Anay ha, sorry, let me stop. Lisab ta pa. So nga di. So isusulat ta itong aton dividend 6x squared minus 7x minus 5. Divide this by 2x plus 1. Okay, so what will happen here, it first mo nabubuhaton kay 6x squared itong first term, inin hiya, i-divide nimo by the first term of the divisor. So 6x squared divided by 2x, we get 3x. Now, because itong 3x, itong mga degrees naton yan na, para diri kita malipat, itong pagsurat nato itong answer, dapat igtutupong tanga dihiton parehas niya itong degree. So, 3x, igtutupong tayo nga dikan 7x because they both have power 1 on the variable x. So, tapos, itsurat bubuhaton, pares lagyat itong nagdi-divide tahan aton arithmetic, igmumultiply naton ininhi 3x, nga dihiton 2x plus 1. But this time, multiply natin hahat 2x plus 1, dirilakan 2x. So 3x times 2x, so that is 6x squared. Tapos 3x times 1, so that is plus 3x. Tapos again, parehas nga to atong ginbubuhatan division naton, igsasubtract naton ininhiya. So bubutangan tahin parentheses, tas bubutangan tahin minus. Itaton gugulin hiya na ininhiya itong first term magiging 0 would talaga inin. So 0 niya da or pwede di rin na suratan. Tapos negative 7x, it usual na magiging safe pa, negative 7x minus 3x. Ginbubuhat itong iba, nakakalimtan na minus ininhiya, naghihimulay negative 7x plus 3x. So it masusurat na nga is minus 4x. Pero again, this should be negative 7x minus 3x. So dapat answer din he is minus 10x. Okay. Tapos, pares again hiton aton ginbubuhathan division han una, bring down kita. So minus 5. So basically, aton na i-divide yan na is negative 10x minus 5. Tapos, repeat kita aton process. We will be dividing the first term in inlahi minus 10x, i-divide naton gyapon kan 2x. So negative 10x divided by 2x, negative divided by a positive, so that is negative. Tapos 10 divided by 2, so that is 5. Tapos an x divided by x, so that's 1, or dirita nagsusurat. And then balik kita, igmumultiply naton hin negative 5 nga dikan 2x plus 1, so we will get minus 10x plus negative 5 times 1, so minus 5. And then isasubtract tayo ninhiya. So negative 10x minus negative 10x, so we get a 0 there. Negative 5 minus negative 5, so that is also a 0. So 0 naman kita, wala na kita bring down, so wala kita remainder. So that means that the final answer is 3x minus 5. We can do a checking kung sakto ba talaga natin answer, so we can multiply 3x minus 5, i-multiply tayo ni kan 2x plus 1. Para press lang atuhan aton aton arithmetic kung an elementary kita, kung divide nga na kita, we can check the division by multiplying our quotient or the answer by the divisor. In here, 2x plus 1. So, 3x, so in here, binomial, so gamiton taan aton FOIL method. So 3x times 2x, so we will get 6x squared. 3x, so outer terms, 3x times 1, so that's positive and positive, so plus 3x. Negative 5 times 2x, negative and positive, so minus 10x. And negative 5 times 1, so minus 5. And then we can simplify this, 6x squared. 3x minus 10x, so minus 7x and minus 5. And then we have the same, an aton product. Yan iton aton dividend magparehas, so that means our answer is correct. Okay, let's have another example. So the same process, we will be writing it an aton division. So let me rewrite 8x cubed plus 10x squared minus 32x plus 15 divided by 4x minus 3. Okay, so again, we start first term, 8x cubed, divide natin in 4x. So that will become 2x squared. 2x squared times 4x, so that's 8x cubed. Then 2x squared times negative 3, so minus 6x squared. And then subtract this. So, ma-0 nga da. Positive 10 minus negative. If may naka minus negative, baga-baga lang ito nagiging plus. So, 10 plus 6, x squared. So, we get plus 16 x squared. Bring down only minus 32x. Tapos, amo na init ato na sunod nagdi-divide. So, 16x squared divided by 4x. So, we get plus 4x. 4x times 4x, that is 16x squared. 4x times negative 3, so that's minus 12x. Isa-subtract natin here. So, 16x squared minus 16x squared, of course, 0. Negative 32 minus negative 12. So, magiging negative 32 plus 12. So, negative, that's positive. So, we will subtract 32 minus 12. That is negative 20x. And then bring down the next term plus 15. And then we again divide. So negative 20 divided, negative 20x divided by 4x. So that is negative 5 or negative 5. As negative 5 times 4x is negative 20x. Negative 5 times negative 3 plus 15. And so negative, tapos subtract in here. So magiging 0. 15 minus 15 is also 0. And so this is our final answer, 2x squared plus 4x minus 5. Ang iyo problem set, sugad lang natin susurat, bisan di rin na niyo pag-circulan din niya. Anyway, ang matak papamilgon, ito na anila din hiton igbaw. By the way, may da pa other types of division, may da kita ginatawag po na synthetic division, pero para akon mas complicated lalugod at hiya. Pero kung nasabot na kamo paghimo hiton synthetic division, then you can use that. Pero para diri malipat iton others na diri pagod maaram pag himo division, so ininala iton ig-follow na process. Pero kung maaramhin iba na methods, pwede gyapon. Pares lang aton multiplication and akon butang aton module na iton FOIL method, it is just a guide. Diri iton hiya kailangan na mag-FOIL kagud na iton order dapat first anay, tapos outer, tas inner, tas last. Pwede iton hiya as long as magkapadis-padis la iton imo pag multiply hiton imo mga terms. Okay. So let's have another example. 4a squared minus 9, and then this will be divided by negative 2a plus 3. Okay. Now, notice, iton ato niya na progression hiton degrees, tikang kitahin squared, tapos nawaraan power 1. When we do the division, kailangan nakasurat tanan na mga terms in order, in decreasing order hiton ira mga degrees. May dangay nalaktawan na term na degree, igsusurat at hiya as a 0. So, ano't pagsuratinin hiya, masugadinin. May da kita 4a squared plus 0a minus 9. And this will be divided by negative 2a plus 3. So, 4a squared minus 9 is just equal to 4a squared plus 0a minus 9. Parehas lang niya. Kaya 0 maninin hiya. So, basically, waray kalagin add. insurat tala ito niya para la ito yung maging guide pag mag-bring down kita later hin mga kuan, mag-bring down kita hin mga terms later. So para dire kita nawawara kung ano natong gin-bring down, kailangan naton ininhiya ay surat. Okay, so we will proceed with the division now. So 4a squared divided by negative 2a. So that is negative 2a. Negative 2a times negative 2a. So negative times negative magiging positive 4. Then a times a squared. Negative 2a times positive 3. So minus 6a. And we will be subtracting this. So of course, 0 ito yung ada. 0 minus negative 6a. So minus negative magiging plus 6a. And then we bring down 9. So next 6a divided by negative 2a. So that is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 2a. That is positive 6a. Negative 3 times positive 3 is minus 9. Subtract this whole thing. So again, we get 0 and 0. So final answer is negative 2a minus 3. So, nga dihitong dividend, kompleto kita. Makita kita 5, power 5, power 4, power 3, power 2, power 1, power 0. Pero nga dihitong divisor yan na we have power 2, waray kita power 1. So, itat bubuhaton, magsusurat gyap kita, bali fill upan gyapon naton dinhi or fill in na naton in power 1. So, we will rewrite n squared minus 5 as n squared. So, makakara kita in n squared plus 0n minus 5. Minus ba to? Yes, minus 5. So we will rewrite this as n squared plus 0n minus 5. So essentially, may na kita din polynomial divided by a trinomial. So we are moving on to an example wherein the divisor is a trinomial. The process is still the same. So matik ang get kita dividing by the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. Pero once we have the quotient here, i-multiply talaga yapon, haera na tulo. So let's start with that. N to the power 5 divided by n squared. So 5 minus 2. So that is n cubed. So we have here n cubed. And then we multiply n cubed times n squared. So that's n to the power 5. N cubed times 0n. So that is still 0 n to the power 4. Tapos n cubed times negative 5. So that is minus 5n cubed. And then we subtract this whole thing. So n to the power 5 minus n power 5, of course, is 0. Negative 2n minus 0. So still minus 2n to the power 4. Negative n cubed minus negative 5n cubed. So negative n cubed magiging plus 5n cubed. So magiging plus 4n cubed. And then we will bring down plus 4n squared. And then we continue the division. Negative 2n to the power 4 divided by n squared. So that's minus 2n squared. And then multiply. Negative 2n squared times n squared, of course, negative 2n power 4. And then multiply to 0, so plus 0n cubed. Negative 2n squared minus 5, so magiging positive 10n squared. And then subtract the whole thing. So magiging 0, 4 minus 0, so plus 4 lagyapon. 4 minus 10, so magiging negative 6n squared. Then we bring down minus 20n. And then divide na what? 4n cubed minus divided by n squared. So that is plus 4n. Then multiply 4n cubed. 4n times 0n, so 0n squared. Then 4n times negative 5, so minus 20n. So what we got here is 0 at here magiging minus 6n squared, and then 20 minus negative 20, so that is 0. Okay, so we continue with the division. Negative 6. May na pa plus 32. Bring down plus 32. Okay, so negative 6 divided by negative 6n squared divided by n squared, so that is minus 6. And then multiply, so magiging negative 6n squared. Negative 6 times 0, so that is 0. Negative 6 times negative 5, so that is plus 30. And then we subtract, so this is 0, this is 0. 32 minus 30, so this is plus 2. Pero waray nakita bring down, so this means na 2 is a remainder. So, aton pagbubuhatan unan arithmetic, may kita remainder, ginbubuhat talito yan na kung pananglitan ang answer kay 5 remainder 3. Nasa lagi ito 5 are 3. If dire kita nagagamit in decimal, so nasa kita 5 remainder 3. Pero with this algebra, what we will be doing is we will be writing the final answer n cubed minus 2n squared plus 4n minus 6. It remainder, isusulat na, since plus 2 in here, so makasulat na plus 2 over, anon aton divisor, n squared minus 5. So, pwede din rin nagsurat ang 0n. So, din is plus 2 over n squared minus 5. Or, pwede na yung magsurat nga di, plus 2 over n squared minus 5. So, amo inihiya iton aton final answer. So, n cubed minus 2n squared plus 4n minus 6 plus the remainder 2. Pero, isusulat as 2 over n squared minus 5 so that when we multiply, mabalik lagyap in here din he. I will leave the multiplication to you. You can check. Kaya pag multiply nimo itong last term, last term 2 over n squared minus 5 times n squared minus 5, magiging 2 na lang itong hiya. So later on ba, so pananglitan inin hiya din hi. Inin, kung i-multiply inin mo. If you want to check using multiplication, so multiply inin mo hiya in n squared minus 5. If anihi ka na part, inin hiya, pag multiply nimo in n squared, dire lang nimo i-multiply n squared tapos sa 5. So instead you will be multiplying this to the whole thing, n squared minus 5, at magiging product to niya nga da is 2. Tapos makukuha to nimo na may daan nga di, and product nimo will have been n cubed minus 2, sorry. And magiging product in niya, once we multiply, you will have n to the power 5 minus 2 n to the power 4 minus n cubed plus 4n squared minus 20n plus 30. So, an imo gusto unta maging plus 32, pero ito yung makuha na yung pag-multiply. Kung ininlahiya, ito na yung mag-multiply, n squared minus 5, amin inihiya. Para mahimo yan na 32, so kailangan nimo i-multiply and remainder inin hiya madiha n squared minus 5. And then you will be able to get the original, the dividend na n to the power 5 minus 2 n 4 minus n cubed plus 4n squared minus 20n plus 32. Nakuha lang hiya? Anyway, checking is not required. Basta makuha lang niyo and din hinapart and an answer gula niya. Tapos, ang remainder, isurat gud hiya as a fraction. So, kung ano man ito niya na number, over han imo divisor na n squared minus 5. let's go now to the last example na in here. Okay, so in here, waray na nin ang mga missing. So, as is lahiya. So, first, negative 4x to the power 4 divided by 2x. So, that is negative 2x cubed. Negative 2x cubed times 2x. So, that's negative 4x to the power 4. Negative 2x cubed times negative 5. So, that is plus 10x cubed. So, ininhiya, pag subtract natin, magiging 0, adin magparehas, so 0 gyapon ininhiya. So, simply bring down 8x squared. Okay. Ininhiya yan na, diri 8x squared iton aton i-divide. Kundi still, hi 0x cubed aton i-divide kan 2x. So 0x cubed divided by 2x, so that 0 divided by any number except 0 is still 0. So pwede kita masuratin plus 0x squared. Susurat pala itong plus 0x squared for now para lang kita diri malipat. But when we write the final answer, kung i-rewrite dapat final answer, pwede natanggal ito na 0. So 0 times 2, of course that is still 0. X cubed, and then adihiyag yapon is also 0x squared. So subtract this. So 0 minus 0, of course that's 0. 8 minus 0, so that is 8x squared. Then we bring down the negative 10x. Continue, 8x squared divided by 2x, so that is plus 4x. 4x times 2x, 8x squared. 4x times negative 5 minus 20x. Subtract this. So this one will become 0. Area negative 10 minus negative. So negative 10 plus 20. So may nakita plus 10x. Bring down 25. So 10x divided by 2x. So we have plus 5. 5 times 2x, that's 10x. 5 times negative 5 minus 25. So 10x minus 10x, so 0. 25 minus negative 25, that's also 0. So this is our final answer, negative 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus 4x plus 5. Or you can rewrite negative 2x cubed plus 4x plus 5. So, pwede natin i-write here or pwede na may dalagyapon 0.